What's up, guys? We have a very special show for you today. Very special guest. We have John here, as always. What's going on, John?
What's going on? Excited for
Uh,
this.
and yes, we have another Connecticut standout golfer, three-time All-State high school golfer in Glastonbury, a 2013 Northern Junior champion. He was the 2015 Connecticut Amateur champion, the 2018 Connecticut Am medalist, just a laundry list of accolades. Evam Grenus, or fuck.
We'll redo
Already
that.
fucked it up. Yeah.
Ronnie, restart intro. 3, 2, 1.
What's up, guys? We have a very special show for you today. Another Connecticut standout golfer that we've coaxed onto the show. As always, we have John. What's going on, John?
I'm pretty pumped for this.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show. We had the guest today is a three-time All-State high school golfer at Glastonbury High School, 2013 Northern Junior champion. He was the 2015 Connecticut Amateur champion and the 2018 Connecticut Am medalist. A ton more accolades. Evam Grenus, welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the Lefty's Lounge.
Yeah, how you guys doing? Excited to be here.
Good, man. Glad to have you on. We're just going to basically run through. I mean, we have a lot to talk about, a lot to get into. You're a pro golfer right now as it stands, but we're going to start basically like, when did you start golfing? How'd you get into it? We'll start with that.
All right, so yeah, I actually get that question a lot. I mean, I tell people the same answer. I started when I was 5 years old. That's when my dad got me into it. And, you know, the U.S. Kids does a good job with starting kids off in young tournaments. I played my first tournament when I was 5. I think I won my first tournament when I was 6. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, okay. That's wild. Usually we get like, we started young but didn't really get serious till later. So you've been playing tournament golf your whole life, basically.
Yeah, I remember. I think I won my first tournament at 6, shooting like even par 36.
Wow.
People were like, "What?" Yeah, and I'm like, "Well, like they set the course up appropriately. I mean, like you're playing the tees from the fairways, and like it's like that. But I mean, it's still like, yeah, even par was."
Okay, so you weren't. Immediately, I thought that you're like hitting par from the white tees or like.
Ronnie hasn't seen the junior
at
tees in the
6,
fairway.
like, yeah.
Oh.
So they set it up. They set it up in the fairway, and it's appropriate to like your length.
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why. That's wild. So yeah, the junior golf scene, like I was reading a little bit about it, and it goes all the way until you're 19 years old, right? Is the last you can play, or is?
They changed it up every rules, but 18 years old. Like, I know they changed the junior am rules like when I was playing, or close to when I was finishing junior. So I'm not even sure how old you can be and still be a junior. Maybe 18, 19. You're right. Yeah.
So it's basically just age appropriate,
Yeah.
like.
I think freshmen in college are still considered like juniors, like golfers, and can still play in the U.S. Junior Am, like stuff like that. And then I stayed amateur until college and after.
That's pretty wild. So yeah, So what was the like? You were just traveling all over the place as a young buck and just playing tournaments. Like I know you're a soccer player as well. Like how? Like what was it like?
Yeah, I played 3 sports. I played hockey, soccer, and golf. So like it was kind of just like nonstop running around. Yeah, like the winter time. I mean, in Connecticut, obviously it gets cold. We'd fly down to Florida probably like twice a month just to like practice or play an event. And then you're playing indoor soccer on the weekend, and then playing a hockey game in the morning. You're just doing it all until you really get to high school, and you got to start thinking like, all right, I got to narrow it down here. So,
yeah, because I know a bunch of people that play hockey, and that's grueling enough to add a couple more sports. That's says a lot about you right there.
Yeah, I miss hockey. I mean, it's fun being out there, but I mean, just at the end of the day, I'm 5'8", and like I'm not making it pro hockey. So
right.
I was out quick.
Was golf in your family like a big thing? I know you said you started young. Did your dad kind of push you towards golf, or was it something that you picked up?
Yeah, so my dad started me in it. But he's the only one that golfs, so just me and him. My cousin, brothers, and sister don't. So it's just our thing, and yeah, he started me young.
What's his game like?
He's good. He's like a 4 or 5 handicap.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he plays at We're still members of TPC River Highlands in Cromwell, and
Sick.
plays the men's game 3-4 days a week. He likes it there a lot.
That's awesome.
Place, yeah.
That's awesome.
Especially after
Go ahead.
a couple of years ago and put the new practice facility in. I mean, the place is good now.
Yeah, I've been to the tournament there, and the practice facility is pretty wild.
They just built a new past year too, but I mean, no one really saw it because of the COVID. I don't think anyone went to the tournament, but
That's awesome. So you got to know guys like that own houses in there and can just go during the tournament party and hang out with them.
actually, yeah, you go into the houses and just walk onto the course and boom.
Yeah, I think. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, what's that membership base like? Is it? Are you getting like is ESPN guys there? Or what like are there? Do you get a good like pull?
Very corporate.
Very corporate.
Yeah, I think all TPCs are kind of that way.
Yeah, that makes sense. But what a sweet course to call your home course.
Yeah. Like one of the most fun back nines you can play anywhere. Just there's birdies everywhere. And
Did you have a course that you grew up playing on, like a majority of the time?
Yeah, Glastonbury Hills.
Glastonbury Hills.
You guys ever been out there or no?
Not yet. No, I've heard about it though.
Like 6,400 yards, and dude, the greens are insane. I mean, you can like 3-putt, 4-putt any green out there. So it's like we played our high school matches out there, and for 4 years we didn't lose one match, undefeated at home.
Wow.
No shit.
The course was just that tough.
Yeah, it was just like teams that were even with us would play there and like not even close because unless you know the course.
Exactly. Wow.
That's great. So yeah, I mean, we could talk about high school. Like you were a 3-time All-State, like so, and in a big conference too. So you guys are playing like a lot of good golf. What was that like? I mean, were you the top golfer in Glastonbury? Or?
My freshman year, we had my freshman and sophomore year, I played 2 because our number 1 player, John Flaherty, played at UConn. So he played ahead of me my first 2 years, and then I stepped in and played 1 my 3rd and 4th year. I mean, we had a good team all 4 years. My freshman year, we posted like a 10 under for a 9-hole Hills.
Wow.
And that was and then my senior year, we just had like a solid group of guys that put together some good scores, and we won a state championship. Dennis Biglin was playing with me. He went and played at Skidmore. He was playing golf at that time. And we had a couple other kids in there that threw up some decent scores that were playing well too.
That's awesome. Now you won an individual event too, your senior year or something, or what was that?
I won the state championship individually, I think, my junior year. I think my senior year, I actually double bogeyed my last hole in the state championship, and I came in and I thought our team lost, and we ended up winning by 1. So I was like super relieved.
Oh my gosh! What a roller coaster that must have been. What at your junior year when you won, what was your number? Do you remember? And what course did you guys play?
We played Fairview Farms, and I remember I started off double bogey on the first hole, and then I bogeyed the second hole, and we waited on the 3rd hole tee box for like 45 minutes. It's like a par 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
For like 45 minutes. I was like, dude, what are you doing? You're 3 over through 2. And I played the rest of the round, I want to say, in 5 or 6 under.
Oh.
Damn. That's crazy. We both know Fairview pretty well.
I like that track.
Yeah, no, it's a great course. A lot of the holes are similar. So like if you're grooving, but you could really score there. I mean, even we think we can score there.
It's good.
Yeah, so tell us. What's that?
Connecticut's got a lot of good public courses.
Yeah, that's for sure. We're starting to go around and try new ones. That's our thing. But tell me a little bit about that junior, the Northern Junior. You won that. It seemed like you were pretty hot your junior year because you were 17, right, when you won that. Yeah,
that tournament's pretty special to me actually. So that one's run by the Paladinos, Brent and Cody, and they're good friends of mine. And they do a great job. That is playing golf should play in it. I started playing that tournament when I was like 13. I actually have in the win.
Wait, what was that?
I have a better story than the win.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
for that. So that tournament, it used to be held at Ellington Ridge. I don't know if you guys know the golf course at all.
I don't think so.
No, not familiar.
The 18th hole at Ellington Ridge. It's like a 480-yard hole straight uphill. Okay. I shoot 71 in the first round, and I'm 13, and I get paired in the last, and I am shitting my pants. No idea what to do. I'm like there's a couple college coaches out there. There was like UConn, BC, URI, whatever. I was freaking out. I was like, what am I doing? Like, I'm way over par. I get up to the 18th hole. I hit my second shot over the green. It's the only place you can't hit it. And the UConn coach, the BC coach, the URI coach are standing right behind me, like just with their arms like this, taking. And I go to hit a flop shot, and I skull it 120 yards back down the fairway. And 150 people around the green. And I'm just, like, making that walk of shame back down the fairway, like, oh, my God. Like, and I shot, like, an 87, dude.
Oh, man.
So, like, I've always – I don't know. And then the next year I came back, played well, and eventually I ended up winning that tournament a couple of years down the line.
That's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Definitely makes it a little bit more special after a round like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, any other really high school, like, stories that you have? Or, like, you kind of said, like, there's a lot of scouts and stuff, so we can move on to Wofford. I'm interested to see, like, how did they pursue you? Like, were you getting a lot of offers from other places? Like, basically, like, why Wofford?
Basically, when I was in high school, in my head, I decided I want to go south. Like, if I'm going to go pro golf, I want to go somewhere warm. I wasn't staying in England. Basically, at the time, I had offers from every New England school.
Right.
And no, I didn't want to go to any New England schools. So, what they try to do in New England is they try to lock you up early. So, as soon as you hit junior year, you get coaches and they're like, hey, man, we'll give you a full scholarship to this school, but you have to sign now. Because they know now you're going elsewhere. Like, you're going somewhere. So
that's so interesting. Like, because, yeah, exactly. Like, anybody that really wants to pursue it knows that they have to go south. So that's crazy that they do it.
I literally emailed everyone, and I mean everyone. Like, I probably sent 300 coaches emails saying I'm interested in their school.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I just wanted to get it out there. And out of 300 schools, I probably narrowed it down. And I ended up with Wofford just randomly. I mean, I actually knew some guy in Rhode Island named Garrett Medeiros, who I won a golf tournament in Rhode Island, and I was only the second junior to ever win this tournament. And the first junior to ever win it, he was there, and he was like, "Hey, man, I went to Wofford. Like, you should look at it." And I did, and
no way.
Yeah, it just like worked out perfectly.
So
that's pretty wild.
Obviously, like, I'd known Wofford from, I know they've made a couple Division I basketball runs. They made the dance.
Yeah, big basketball school.
And so it's in South Carolina. I don't know exactly what conference, but like, give us, what's the vibe at Wofford? Like, a smaller school? What conference are you guys in?
We're in the Southern Conference. It's Division I. It's small private liberal arts school. We're actually the second smallest Division I school in the country. There's 16 kids. I think the smallest one is Presbyterian College. They're like maybe like an hour away. So like, yeah. But I mean, the school's fully funded. All the teams have full scholarships. It's just like, you got literally half the students are athletes. It's
That's crazy.
Kind of just like an athlete school. You're either in athlete or you're in Greek life, and that's it.
That's crazy. Yeah. So before we go too deep into the college, let's talk about that Connecticut Am.
Yeah.
The first one. How many did you? Was that your first amateur, like, Connecticut Am that you played and won in 2015? So
let's see what happened. Jeez, holy shit! It's 2020 already. Oh my god.
I know you're getting old.
So I won the Connecticut Junior Am in like 2014, actually.
Oh, it was 14. Okay.
Junior Am in like 14. And then the next year I won the Connecticut Am in 2015, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so that was at
Those were 2 back-to-back long match play events, right?
yeah. So what's it? Black. Why is it
Black.
escaping?
Oh,
Black
the
Hall.
course. Yeah,
Black
yeah,
Hall.
yeah.
So I won the Connecticut at Black Hall, and I remember the first round. I shot like 76 or 77 in the first round. I'm driving home, and I'm like, "Damn, dude, you're gonna freaking miss the cut at the Connecticut Am. What are you doing?" 71 in the second round, like barely sneak in, get like 26, 27 seed or whatever. And I end up playing like freaking like 4 like overtime matches in a row. Like I think I won 4 matches past the hole.
Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, I think I read like you played like somewhat like 10 playoff holes in that one tournament.
Yeah, it was insane. Like I was playing a ridiculous amount of golf. And so I like all these players that we were going to like 20, 21 holes. So I'm just, and I just keep getting through, luckily. And then I finally get to Zach Zabak in the semifinal round. And he's like the best player I'm playing this far. And I'm like, all right, this is going to be a freaking tough match. And I go out and win 8 and 7.
Oh,
Damn.
I was
Just dust them.
and I happened like I was like, out of the other matches, I expect those ones to go 8 and 7. And then this one I thought was going to be like the toughest one. And it was just the opposite. And
Damn.
yeah. And then the final match, 36 holes, I think it was like, I want to say 5 and 4.
Damn. So how long is that tournament? Like how many days do you play straight? It seems like a lot of matches.
Round 2, so that's 2 days, and then you play 2 matches. The third day you play 2 matches. The fourth day, and then you got 36 holes on the 5th day. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds of golf plus
Whew.
10 holes. So it was like 8.5 rounds of golf.
Holy shit.
We always talk about like, and it seems so like silly to say, but when we play back-to-back days, Saturday and Sunday, like one of our big thing is like amateurs is like, is the swing going to hold up for 2 rounds? Are you thinking about that when you're playing that many holes? Like, is that in your head? Or are you like just super consistent?
Yes. At this time in my career, no. As an amateur, yeah, from day to day, things are definitely different.
Yeah.
A lot different. We could be honest.
And yeah.
Back in those days, so this is crazy. I won the Connecticut Amateur playing 10 finger.
Whoa, really?
Just straight up, just boom.
Just your grip is just like a baseball.
I play interlock now. I switched probably like 6 months after I won the AM.
Wow.
But dude, I used to play like this, and I played a big hook. Like I played a 30-yard hook on everything. So I mean, going out from day to day, I was like, yeah, it's definitely like, wow, snap it 30 yards today, or am I gonna play the 10-yard draw today? Like we'll see.
Holy shit, that's crazy.
That is crazy. And
Yeah.
so we'll talk about, and I know you obviously your game's changed a bunch since, but like how would you describe your game now? Like what are your strengths?
I drive the ball so straight.
Yeah.
Drive it really straight. Drive it straight, and I putt it good. Everything else in between can get better.
How far are you hitting it off the tee? Average.
I'm flying it like 285 if I really crank one 290, and that's my biggest thing right now. I've been grinding in the gym with the trainer the past like 6 months trying to gain a little distance. And then
Speed.
I just hit the new type this week, actually gained like 5 yards probably, so that'll come in next month.
Let's go.
Damn.
That's
so
and you're on the
I hit it like 290 in the air, sounds good. Like rolling out to like 300 sounds really good, but then when you're playing against some guys who are cranking it out there 340 and hitting like 6-iron to par 5, you're like, fuck, like damn, like I really need to like get it out there a little farther.
Yeah. And especially seeing what Bryson does too. I mean, he's changing the game completely. So it's all about speed, and you're probably just drinking protein like a madman and just trying to get speed.
Grinding in the gym, I'm trying to do 2 protein shakes a day. I can't do 2. I mean, I don't know how he's doing 10.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I also ordered a 46-inch driver I got a 45-inch and a 46-inch, so I'm going to test that out and see if that'll give me a couple extra yards as well. So I think going in that direction to see what they can do to just get a little more off the tee.
Yeah. So it's pretty safe to say that everybody is trying to get distance right now.
Yeah, kind of whatever you can do to get a couple more yards without losing that accuracy.
Damn, that's interesting because I had said a couple comments before that nobody really cares about it, and I'm starting to eat my words again.
Walk it back.
Yeah.
I mean, next week Bryson at Augusta, and I mean that's going to be the true test, I think, of what this distance thing is doing. So we'll see some lines that Bryson's taking, and I think after this they'll kind of determine like what they're going to have to do.
Yeah, that's wild. So yeah, let's just go let's backtrack a little bit. We'll get into Wofford. Like, what was it like just being a college golfer? Like, how much did you travel? Like, how much did you actually go to class? Like what was it like? Was it just like golf and party or what?
It was like school was so hard because of golf. We, as you know, travel like go away for like 4 days at a time. So, I mean, 1 second you get in class and you're like, all right, I got what's going on. And you come back next week and you're like, I have no idea what's going on.
Right.
So, definitely tough. But, I mean, I was there to golf. I knew I was there to golf. Like, I was there to get my degree as well. So, but, I mean, I knew at the end of the day I was turning pro and I was there to golf.
Right.
I mean, school was definitely tough.
Yeah, I could imagine because I played a little baseball for a couple of years in college, not Division I or anything like that, but even that was hard. Like, and I couldn't imagine like, so you're going away, like you're playing a couple rounds each time out, or like how are the matches set up?
So a lot of times you play tournaments Monday, Tuesday, because at the end of the day, courses don't want to give up their course for a Saturday, Sunday. So you travel kind of Saturday, get there, practice round Sunday, tournament 36 holes Monday, 18 holes Tuesday, fly home or drive home Tuesday.
Oh wow! So that's a lot of traveling and shit.
5 and 8 times a semester.
What was that?
Yeah, between 5 and 8 times every semester.
Oh
and
wow!
People don't realize is your average athlete, say like a soccer or football player, they're only playing they are practicing all year, but they're only playing competitively for one semester. So in golf, you got your spring semester and fall semester. You're going all year round. You're missing, at the end of the day, at the end of the year, you're missing like 40 something worth of classes, and it's brutal on like trying to get stuff done.
Yeah. Are the teachers like good about it, or they just don't even give a shit and you just got to fend for yourself?
Teachers are like, hey man, good luck in your tournament this week. I'll be watching your scores online. And
Nice.
Other teachers will be like, you missed class. That's your fault. Like you figure it out.
Yeah. And you could always tell the people that golf, the teachers that golf and not.
Yeah. First week, how the teacher's going to handle it. And they like, sometimes you walk in and they're like, oh, you're a golfer. Because like, so they already know the deal that you're not going to be there half the time. Yeah. And they be like existing, like thought of what like you're going to be like.
So you roll in as a freshman. What's like the state of the team? How competitive are you guys? And do you roll in? Are you playing right away?
Yeah, so I roll in. We have qualifying 5. I think it was 5 or 7 rounds. I don't remember what it was. I get the last spot. Luckily, I shoot like 71 in the last round. And we go back up north to Rutgers. So the coach told me, he's like, hey, I put this tournament in because I knew like you're coming to the team and I'm back up north. I was like, cool. So
nice.
I shoot 71, 69, 69. I finish in 4th place. Our team wins by 1 shot. I birdie the last hole playing in the last group.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was a pretty sick freshman start, and my parents came to watch because it was in Rutgers.
That's awesome.
Wow.
All right, and everyone on my team was like, damn, kid can freaking play. Okay.
Yeah, let's go.
But that's not the funny part. The funny part is, so we go to NC State next week, and I'm playing 1 because my scoring average is lowest on the team at that point after 1 tournament. And I shoot like a million. And I finished like, there's like 85 players in the field. I finished like 65th or 70th. And captain of our team comes up to me. I remember this specifically. And he looks at me and he says, wow, I really thought you were good at golf, but like, I guess not. And he just walked away. And I was just,
Wow.
whoa, okay.
Yeah. That's
What?
back to reality as a freshman
Yeah.
golfer.
Real quick.
Damn, that's great. That's wild.
What a
So
start.
yeah, so that's freshman year. What other big moments did you have like throughout the years?
We never won conference tournament, but we were leading conference by like 5 shots one year going into the last round. And obviously the winner of your conference tournament gets into NCAAs every year.
Damn.
And ETSU, Eastern Tennessee State, plays in our division every year. They're nasty. They're top 50 every year.
Wow.
We had last round. They came back and ended up beating us, and that was just like a devastating day for all of us. We all thought we were going to get through that day, I think.
Damn. That stinks, but
kind of wins
sounds
that
like
every year. They're European guys.
Oh,
Oh,
wow.
really?
So they got like a pipeline?
Yeah, so the story with them is Rory McIlroy actually committed to ETSU. And then they committed some sort of NCAA infraction, and he couldn't play for them anymore. So he was like, screw that, I'm turning pro. And it worked out like well, obviously.
Wow,
Yeah.
yeah.
But their coach tells everyone, he's like, yeah, like Rory was going to come here.
and
Like that's their thing.
Yeah,
that's how they get them all. Wow, that's pretty sick.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So the biggest thing I like to ask about the college golf is like practice has got to be like very competitive, but it's also got to be cool to just be going out there and practicing all the time. But did you guys have any like cool games that you played during practice like that we could play here?
My senior year, we got a new coach, Alex Hamilton, came in, and we got some more practice drills from him. And what we would do is we would call it the gauntlet. So we have a chipping green at our facility, and he would put like orange poles in the ground, like around the green. There'd be 9 locations, and it would be 3 easy pins, 3 medium like chip shots, 3 hard chip shots. And you had to shoot a score of 1 over for 9 holes. So you get the ball up and down 8 out of 9 times, or like you chip 1 in and you make 2 bogeys, whatever. Anyway, you score 1 over or better. That's how you finish the gauntlet.
Wow.
So, kids would go through it and sit there for 4 hours and not finish it.
Wow. And
by like each time you go through it, your chance of succeeding gets less and less because your motivation goes down and down. So like if you like your chance of getting through the first time, whatever, are like your motivation's high. But then say in your second round, if you're like 2 over through 3, like you got to finish the rest of the 7 holes before you can get to your next round. So your motivation is low. And like by the time you get to your third round, you're like really grinding, and you can be out there for like 4 or 5 hours till the dark.
Damn. What was the longest you ever were out there?
I mean, I probably had a couple where I went around like 6 or 7 times, and it gets frustrating.
I'm
Yeah,
sure.
I bet. That's a cool game though. I like that a lot. So next, I mean, college is done. What was your plan? Your plan obviously was to go pro, and you do that by going to Q school?
You can kind of turn pro whenever you want. You kind of just got to like enter a tournament as a pro rather than amateur.
Okay.
Cash.
So you can just say like if you have enough cash, you could just say you're pro and just join a tournament?
Theoretically, like if y'all's handicap was low enough, I'm not sure what it is.
It's not low enough.
No comment.
Y'all could enter a tournament as a pro, and if you made money and got a check, then you're officially a professional golfer.
Your status is professional because you receive money.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So what did you do? Take us through that.
After college, I stayed amateur all summer. I wanted to play my amateur schedule. I had some sick tournaments lined up.
Yeah.
I wanted to try to win the Connecticut Am again. I lost in the finals that year, and
Damn.
that summer, and then lost.
What was that?
Wow.
Sorry, that cut out. What was you played with who?
That summer I stayed amateur before turning pro, and that was the summer I played pretty well. I think I medaled in the Connecticut Am at Waterbury.
Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, I medaled at Waterbury. That's what it was, and then turned pro that fall going into Q school.
Okay, so you bring up Q school. There is a pretty sick article from Golf Digest. It says here that a young pro from Glastonbury made a triple bogey, a double bogey, and 4 bogeys during the pre-qualifying for the Corn Ferry, and you still qualified. So what the hell happened?
It was yeah, I obviously wish it didn't happen this way, but I'll just go through the shots as to what happened. So we're in the final round here of Q school, and I gotta shoot. I don't know. I'm thinking like maybe like even 1 over, 2 over to get through.
Yeah.
I come out first hole, hit a bad drive in a bunker. I chip out to like 85 yards, and I hole that shot for birdie.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, let's go. Good start.
Yeah.
Par the next hole, and then I hit a good drive on the third hole. I got like 185 yards in downwind. I hit 8-iron, fucking goes in.
Oh.
So now I'm 3 under through 3, just drained 180 yarder, and I'm like, all right, let's go. It's my day.
Yeah.
Proceed to come to, I'm on the back 9 first, so I come to 17, 18. I'm 3 under still, and 17's like this 250-yard downhill par 3 over water. There's no bailout. It's wild. I make like triple bogey, and all of a sudden I'm back to even par like that, and I'm like, oh my god. And get to 18T, dogleg right. It's a hazard right. I think I put it in the hazard. I don't know. I make double. I'm 2 over with 2 hole outs, and I'm just like, what is going on? So I go to the first one. I'm like, all right, get yourself together. Get your act together. Let's go. I like 3-putt 1. I make bogey. I like 2 over, and I'm like, holy crap, dude, you're going to freaking miss this. Like, anyway, there's 3 holes left. I'm like still trying, like, all right, man, like you can birdie the last 3 holes. Let's go. Like, I get to the 7th hole, like short par 4, hit iron off the tee, got like 90 yards in, pull it out.
Oh my god.
So this is 3 hole outs.
And the kids in my group at this point, they just turn back.
Yeah, they got to be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Whatever. I don't know. So at this point, I'm like, this is the weirdest thing ever. So I'm back to like even par or something, or I'm back to like 1 over. And I get to the 9th hole, par 5. It's like a tight hole, but I'm like, screw it. Like, I'm going to stay aggressive here. I hit driver. And then I got like 220 in downhill, hit 4-iron. And I'm not even kidding. The thing sits on the lip.
Oh my god.
Half a rotation from going in for double eagle. And that would have been the 4th hole. Anyway, I tapped that in for eagle, shoot like even or 1 under. And I'm just like,
and you're in.
Like, I just had outs, and I just like had a tap in for eagle on last hole. I did triple, a double. I called my dad. I'm like, I don't know what just happened. I just had the weirdest round, I think, ever.
That is an incredible round.
So that round obviously finishes. When does it become like a thing? Like, when does Golf Digest like when did it become a thing?
So my roommate in college, Andrew Novak, he's on the Corn Ferry Tour. So what he did was he saw this result. I think he was watching my round, and he actually tweeted it to Monday Qualifier Guy.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the proper name. It's something like that.
Monday, yeah, it's like Monday Q School. I know that Twitter account.
Either way, he sent it to the guy. So that guy posted it on his Twitter account, and then it kind of blew up a little bit there. And I think Golf Digest saw it.
Did anybody reach out to you, or did you hear from anybody like that you wouldn't have normally heard from, like that commented on it or anything? Anything like cool?
No, not really. A bunch of my college teammates saw it without me talking. Oh, nothing crazy.
That's badass too, but I mean, obviously you're in the professional golf scene, but that article, when you Google your name, is one of the first ones, is just like a wow. So that's awesome.
I mean, being ill prepared is what leads to a round like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What course was that at?
It was at the Vineyards in South Carolina, and the greens were rolling like 13 and a half.
Holy shit.
track. It was a good test, but I mean, yeah, first year pro, I was a little scared. My game's in a different state now than where it was, I'd say 2 years ago.
What's been
hold on. I was just going to say, you say the greens were at a 13 or whatever. What do you even know about the greens that round? You're just holing out from everywhere.
Going on. Like,
So crazy. Go ahead.